This message has been brought to you by the Coalition for a New America.
75 years ago today, the True Gene Act of 2050 was first proposed to the American Congress by Thomas Smith. The term eugenics, as it pertains to humans, was first coined by Sir Francis Galton in 1883. Eugenics gained popularity throughout the late 19th and early 20th centuries, but was reinvestigated at this time because of the rise in chaotic and violent occurrences. In summary, this bill stated that in order to control the exponentially increasing population density that led to the distress of citizens, only select individuals should be allowed to carry on their genetic line. After the Second Industrial Revolution, the modernized cities did not have enough resources to sustain the continual growth of populations. If such a law against the continuation of bad genes were passed, the next generation would be fitter for the deteriorating environment of Earth. These pre-adapted few alone would be able to survive. The idea of social Darwinism had attempted to explain away social and economic inequalities as the survival of the fittest. Much controversy and debate ensued, but the idea that human beings had the ability to direct the evolutionary pattern of their species was incomprehensible. The desired traits spoken of were so undefined. If such control over the characteristics of future human beings was even possible, there proved to be many variables that cannot easily be measured, such as athleticism, intelligence, and personality. Eugenic doctrines were often articulated by physicians, mental health professionals, and scientists, and were widely popularized in books, lectures, and articles. To calm the worries that the selection would be subjective, the President commissioned the Genetic Superiority Committee. After many years of meetings and controlled experimentation, the selection process had been perfected. All advantageous qualities can now be scientifically observed and measured. It had been decided in the year 2075 that all individuals that were of 18 years or older had to go through and complete the interview, a series of trials used to test for all of the potentially great genotypes and phenotypes, to be given the opportunity to be a part of the new American way. This interview consisted of an oral and written examination to analyze verbal and nonverbal intelligence, a genetic karyotype and blood sample to determine likelihood of disease and disorder, and a physical exam to measure endurance, muscle tone, and memory, and efficiency. The final portion of the interview consists of a one-on-one interrogation with one of the founding scientists of the GSC. Using lie detectors and biological monitors, a background check for family history is performed. The GSC member is able to determine the fate of the young adult in the modern society. However, if a problem occurs within the testing period or an unfavorable quality is detected in the genetic code or background check, the subject may be sent to a specialized laboratory for sterilization or death, depending on the severity of the errors made. The ones that survive the interview but are sterilized become untouchables. Their role in society is based on menial labor and degradation to begging. That special human being that possesses all of the characteristics preferred for the next generation is marked as elite. The elite are divided into three categories based on their interview scores: gold, silver, and bronze. Gold is representative of the highest order, where bronze is the lowest ranking for surviving and reproducing individuals. All conceivable opportunities are given to each member of the elite without question: food, job stability, and wealth. The only stipulation is that they produce as many offspring as possible with their life partner. This mate is chosen through another series of tests performed at the age of 21, 3 years after the interview. The mating compatibility exam is designed to choose two individuals that have the highest likelihood of producing the most viable and fertile offspring that will be able to contribute to the creation of a new utopia.
Today marks the 100th prosperous year after the dark times. A new, more successful society flourishes in North America under the leadership of the Supreme Commander. War, disease, crime, and famine have ceased to exist. The individuals found within the city walls are almost superhuman. They have become the epitome of the technological advancement and success. The Great Eugenics Project has exceeded expectations. We have won the battle against Mother Nature. We are pure, we are whole, and we are one. Hello? Is anyone there? If you're hearing this, it means that the human race has survived the Great Eugenics Project. The unintended consequences of choosing our own gene pool devastated the new American population. We are no longer human. After hundreds of years of simplifying the diversity that thousands of years of evolution strive to create, it looks like this is the end of society as we know it. The interbreeding brought about by the minimal choice in mating created many mutations within the survivors. The mutations that were not detected were passed on, and the creation of a new and even more horrible diseases and disorders appeared in the gene pool. The passage of such mutated genes could not be stopped. The new American people have become a new species all on our own. However, this generation may be the last. Our viability and fertility has greatly decreased throughout these horrible years. Only a few remain that can produce children. I fear that this is it. The qualities that we admired and desired have brought us to nothing but pain and misery in the end. Our attempt to play God has failed. It is